Hi, I'm Carolyn Fetters and I created the Takedown Challenge for you. It's always been my goal to help people to learn how to live a healthy lifestyle. As a mother of 4 children, I know how important it was for me to be able to give my kids a great start in life, and that really happens in the kitchen. I know that we always try to do the best that we can for our children, but it's important that we also do the best that we can for ourselves. So I think that the Takedown Challenge, from what you've been learning, is something that you can probably maintain for the rest of your life. We try to use just normal food and we just teach you about portion control, and that's really an ideal situation. It gives you a lot of freedom going forward in life, and I just really hope that you've learned that, if nothing else, that you can take care of yourself nutritionally just by the foods that you choose. So another thing I hope I've given you as a gift is maybe access back into your kitchen, maybe access into your kitchen for the first time. And learning how to cook simple recipes is really something that's empowering for you as an individual so that you can do things for yourself and not rely on outside sources all the time. So I just wanted to show you around my kitchen a little bit. It's not a huge gourmet kitchen by any stretch, but I just wanted to show you how when you're an efficient person in your kitchen, how much easier cooking really is and how you can just really simplify things by how you organize yourself. So we're going to walk through my kitchen a little bit. We'll keep this really short, but I just wanted to give you maybe some ideas. Maybe your ideas are even better than mine, but let's start here and let's imagine that there's something I can give you today, and I really hope that I can. So here's my kitchen. I live in Southern California, and so we're really fortunate that we have a lot of great produce at all times, and we really can take care of ourselves through the choices that we have available to us in our grocery store. So here's my range, and if you don't have a big range like this, it's not a problem. It just means I have more options on cooking. It doesn't mean that it's superior to something that you might have that's just maybe 4 burners, which is really typical, obviously. I happen to have 4 kids, so I need to have a big range. So you can see I keep my spices right above my range, and that's really not ideal if you don't use them quickly and often. I do use them quickly and often so they don't dry out. I don't worry about that. I always have a little jar here with some kosher salt and black pepper combined right here, and then right here I just have some kosher salt. So when I use my recipes, how I write in there 1 pinch or 2 pinches, that's because that's how I cook, and I wanted to keep it really simple for you. If you noticed in the things that we're baking, I don't use it that way because we have to be very specific on measurements with baking, but not so much with cooking. It's more to taste. So here's my range. So just directly to the left of my range is my pots and pans, you know, and my utensils and things that I'm going to use. So the very first drawer is my oven mitts. The next drawer is probably a messy drawer for most people, but this is all the utensils and the things that we're going to use. So I have it right next to my range so that if I'm, you know, trying to do a lot of things at one time, it's immediately there for me to grab. I have my, I guess my big utensils that I use all the time on my stovetop, and then I have all my knives here. And what do I always say about knives? The best thing that you can have in your kitchen is a sharp knife. So I have a knife sharpener right here. You really want to keep your knife sharp. That will make your time in your kitchen much quicker and much more efficient to cut things because your knife is sharp. It's funny that people forget that. I also have a basket here hanging on my wall with potatoes, squash, onions, things like that. I want to keep them aerated, so I keep them out for me and easily, you know, recognizable. So if I need to grab something really quick, I know where it is. I know some people keep their potatoes in the refrigerator, and the reason why I wanted to tell you about that is because that's not such a good plan. What happens when starches like that get cold in the refrigerator is they kind of crystallize almost more into a sugar, and so we don't want to do that. So I keep them out and I keep them in the open air. Here's my newly stocked refrigerator. I had a trip to the grocery store yesterday. A little unorganized for some people perhaps, but this is what works for me in my house. Just basic things that I'm sure all of you already have. Lots of produce. I've got my meats and my eggs and my cheese, and everything that's on the Takedown Challenge recipes is pretty much what I use, and that's why I share that with you. But I think the most important thing you can see here is there's a lot of produce. And I just really think it's important that I have it here, especially for my kids. So, and you know, I want to take care of the whole house, so it's important to do that. I have more spices, lots more spices. Protein powder, really important aspect. Again, lots more things. This is all my seeds, all my amaranth seeds, my chia, my hemp, my nuts. Everything is here in little containers, and you can buy it in bulk like that, and you should. It's way less expensive if you buy in bulk and just put them in little containers. Okay, and then up here I've just got all my oils and things like that, and tapatio. Tapatio is really important for me in my household. We love the spices. And then you could see the liquid aminos. I know you probably had that on your recipes, and if you've never heard of it before, we're a little confused by it. It's a really great product. If you couldn't find it, no worries. Low sodium soy sauce works just fine, but it gives things a really nice beefy flavor, which is why I choose it. So, I mean, there's really nothing else remarkable about my kitchen. More than anything, I just wanted you to see how having things right next to where you are cooking just makes you more efficient. Lots of cutting boards I have in my kitchen as well, every shape and size. Make sure you're always using different cutting boards for meats or for produce or for onions or whatever, and make sure you clean and sanitize them every single time. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for you today. Just get your kitchen in order and everything else will follow. Congratulations on doing the Takedown Challenge. I'm excited for all of you and really, really honored that you trusted us to do this.